Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young girl named Elara. Elara was known throughout the village for her kind heart and vivid imagination. She spent her days exploring the meadows, climbing trees, and weaving tales of magic and wonder. However, Elara's most cherished companion was not another child, but a cat named Luna. Luna was no ordinary cat. She had fur as black as midnight with a single, striking white patch shaped like a crescent moon on her chest. Her eyes, one emerald green and the other sapphire blue, sparkled with an intelligence and mischief that suggested she understood far more than a typical feline. Luna had come into Elara's life one stormy night when she was just a kitten. Elara had found her shivering and drenched under a willow tree, and from that moment, they had been inseparable. Each morning, Elara and Luna would set off on their adventures. The village, with its cobblestone streets and charming cottages, was their playground. They ventured into the forest, where Elara would tell Luna stories about fairies and woodland creatures. In turn, Luna would lead Elara to hidden clearings and secret streams, places that seemed to whisper ancient secrets. One particularly warm summer afternoon, Elara and Luna discovered a path they had never seen before. It was narrow and winding, flanked by tall, swaying grasses that brushed against Elara's dress and Luna's fur. Curiosity piqued, they followed the path, which eventually led them to a secluded glade. In the center of the glade stood a magnificent tree, its trunk wide and gnarled, its branches stretching out like welcoming arms. As they approached the tree, Elara noticed something unusual. Carved into the bark were intricate symbols that seemed to pulse with a soft, golden light. Luna circled the tree, her eyes gleaming with excitement. Elara, trusting her instincts and her companion, reached out and placed her hand on one of the glowing symbols. In an instant, the world around them shimmered and changed. The glade transformed into a magical realm filled with vibrant flowers, twinkling lights, and creatures Elara had only ever dreamed of. Fairies flitted about, their wings glistening in the sunlight, and woodland animals gathered around, as if welcoming them. A gentle, melodic voice broke the enchantment. "Welcome, Elara and Luna," it said. Turning, Elara saw a graceful figure approaching, draped in flowing robes of green and gold. It was the forest guardian, an ancient being who watched over the land. The guardian explained that by finding the hidden path and touching the enchanted tree, Elara had proven herself worthy of a great honor. She was to be the keeper of stories, entrusted with preserving the tales of the land and its magic. Elara and Luna spent many days in the magical realm, learning from the guardian and the creatures who lived there. Elara wrote down every story she heard, every piece of wisdom shared. Luna, always by her side, seemed to understand the significance of their new role. Eventually, it was time to return to the village. The guardian assured them that the glade would always be there, a sanctuary they could visit whenever they wished. With hearts full of gratitude and heads brimming with stories, Elara and Luna made their way back home. From that day on, Elara became the village storyteller, captivating everyone with her tales of magic and adventure. Luna, ever the faithful companion, remained by her side, a silent guardian of the stories they both held dear. And so, the girl and her cat lived happily, their bond and their stories enriching the lives of all who listened. Thanks for watching.